Come on in.
Hold on. Get my shit together. Hold on. Right there.
All right.
How you doing, man?
Doing my thing. Yeah, I'm live.
I got one of those. The whole the whole yeah, I got
Okay, I'm up and running, waiting on you.
sure.
So I can't really just sit here on the phone with you. I'm live, so I gotta be talking in case people start coming in or whatever. I can't just sit on the phone. As part of there's nobody in yet, but people are definitely coming. Ooh, I gotta do something. I don't know how to. Oh, all right, boom.
On the Zoom right now.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get it.
Gonna have to bring me in. Know that, right?
You're in? I don't see you.
No, you gotta bring me in.
I already sent it to you. All right, while that's happening, let me. Ooh, I'm buffering. It's because my. Here we go. Got a lot going on.
What's the parking? What's the pop?
Uh, did he blow his get out of jail free card?
Look like they
I'm saving. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. You know how we do. You know how we do already.
yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Hold that to the room.
As soon as you ask what the topic, I'll tell you the topic. You ready to go? You ready to start spitting? That's what happens. You've been doing this too long. This is how we get it up. Oh, people are starting to come in, so we got 20 minutes before we supposed to start.
Right.
Got 20 minutes, but man, it's one of them days, man.
Yeah.
It's one of them days. A lot going on with this Puffy guy. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if he's gonna get out. Come in, just get inside. Cause what we looking at, I'm talking to the crowd. We got people coming in, so I gotta talk to them.
I don't see them. I don't see it.
I just sent you the link a third time. You gotta look at your phone, man, because I'm sending you the link. All right, I just sent it to you again.
Yeah, I got it this time.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. Come on in. We're gonna talk about this Diddy thing. Now I know y'all wondering, did he do it? I don't have the answer for you.
Sound like your boy.
Who's the? I don't know who you're talking about. Come in, brother. You got to come in. I don't see you.
Says join.
Oh, you got to click the join button.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know what's happening. There you go. There you go. Come on in. Have a seat. There you go. I'm hanging up. Let's get it. You in now. Get that mic and camera on so we can talk. All right, guys. Sorry for the wait. I have to get my co-host for this Diddy thing. The man that y'all know formerly known as Ice Water of the Nubian Mob. Ice Water, formerly known as the Nubian Mob. I'm saying it wrong. You're gonna come and introduce himself. That's not my job. Hosts got to introduce themselves. And then we're gonna talk about this Diddy thing. A lot happened with this Diddy thing. He went for bail again. Yo, this judge must not like him. Woo, we got a lot to talk about. I don't think the judge liked Diddy very much. I think this the judge has a problem with Diddy. Did he ask for bail? He says no. Did he ask for bail? He says no. What is it? 4 times, 5 times? Before trial, during trial, after trial, while waiting sentencing twice? Like, I think that he has all jokes aside, has a problem with Diddy. And I don't blame him, but I think that Diddy really has to understand that he's fighting an uphill battle. Because we all saw one thing, but here's the truth of the matter. The judge saw something completely different. The judge was sitting in court listening to this rhetoric. And it does not appear that he was happy with what he heard. Now, I don't know any better, right? I'm setting up the room while we're waiting. I just want to set it all up. Because, that's what we got to do here. And I'm so your microphone and your camera's off. I'm gonna have this room set up in a minute, and I'm about to dig in.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you. I see you. Man, you don't shave for this or nothing, man. Gotta clean up a little bit. Turn the camera side. We gotta clean up a little bit, man.
It's all the way up.
All right, we ain't got time to do this today.
All the way up.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Well, I think Diddy doing too much. I think I don't want to start yet. We can talk lightly on it. We don't want to dig in until we actually till the hour, because we want everybody to be able to get a chance to come in.
Well,
So we got 10 minutes. We want to clean up a little bit before 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock rather, before the hour starts.
Well,
because we got a few minutes. Not much time, but a few.
Diddy, just keep the drawers on. You'll be all right. Keep the drawers tight.
Did he do what?
Keep his drawers on tight.
Did he going away, brother?
I don't know, man, because like I said before, because my friends was talking about it, and I said, you can't put them on the same level as normal people. Normal people could have that same case, and they would be gone. But he has too much juice behind him. So
you have what?
To look at the
Go ahead.
You got to look at the case with a wider eyes, because there's more. Like what this is, more than meets the eye transforms. That's what you got to look at it.
Wow.
It's more than meets the eyes. You can't take it like
absolutely
verbatim. This is that. It's not that.
Right? But I'm gonna swing it the other direction. You gotta think about it. Had that been a regular dude in any other case with a man charge, no violent crime, they're not afraid of him fleeing, they'd let him come home. It was like, now we holding you. And it's turning into like, but it's a man charge, we beat Rico.
That's what they're doing. They're sitting there marinating.
What's that?
They're marinating the case, marinating what's the next move. That doesn't mean that they're not gonna let him go. This is more or less, we're holding you so you learn your lesson. So when we do let you go, you're gonna act right.
All right, yo, we got another 15 minutes before we start. Don't give it all away, because you giving away that you giving up that smoke right this particular moment. Woo! But that's what we're gonna be doing up in here. For those of y'all who don't know, that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna give up that smoke. And he's giving it to y'all right now. Because he ain't lying.
Yeah, they got
You
him.
ain't lying. There's something going on.
Yeah, they got him in a position where him and his competent people, they'll have to come together with some kind of deal to let him get to the next. It's like playing Monopoly. You know, you have to pass go, not and don't go to jail. So if you have the right
I don't know
people,
if you're gonna be able to pull that maneuver off.
well, I called it way before that, and I would have to say, from my inside look, he has to say the right things and do the right negotiations, and he'll be out. He'll be out because he makes more money for them outside than he does inside. That little bullshit they making
Y'all,
inside
you
of
give it
him.
too much. You give it too much. You give it. Oh, slow down. Yo, you coming in kicking the doors down, kicking the doorways in the 4-4. Hold up. Woo! You giving it up because I can't argue any of that. I can't argue. Yo, that right there is the shut. Don't you shut it down?
Yeah, that
You shut it down.
makes no sense to keep him in there when he can make more out. You got to remember, he was the one that had the key to the city. So you have to have some kind of juice to get the key to the city. And the mayor
Right,
gave
but
it to him.
the dude that gave him the key to the city is under indictment, and that ain't able to run a third term and putting somebody else in.
Yeah, that means you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, even if you don't know
Oh,
him.
he don't. Here's a direct link. He was
Yeah, yeah,
cool with Trump himself. Trump used to go to his parties.
I know. So you connected with some big wigs. So they want to keep the party going, and you seem to be the party master. So come on down.
He is the party master. That is all true.
Yeah, you come in here, you bring all your and your with you, and we can party on.
That's what it is right there.
We're gonna party like
That is the truth.
1999, and Prince is not
And
there.
I don't
But
mean the
you,
Matrix version either.
that's right. You're going to party with us down to the toilet. Let's do it together. Like that song by the Staples Singers. Let's do it again. That's what they want to do.
Wow, that's how we giving it up.
They want to do it again. So you get your ass in there and shake that tail. Shake, watch
Wow,
yourself.
you just going all the way today.
What my man
Oof.
said, watch yourself. Shake. Tell me what you're working with.
Wow, that's what it is. Damn, it's gonna be a live one tonight. Hope
Let
y'all are
them know.
ready.
Let them
Hope
know.
y'all are ready. Ice
It's on.
Water, formerly the Nubian Mob, he was known for being able to keep it real with his lyrics. He spit it hard, and he's giving it to y'all now, just a different form. You got to give
Yeah,
him mic, and he's gonna drop something on you.
yes,
Obviously,
sir.
because y'all see me hosting with other people. I don't get shut down where I'm like, wow, that was interesting. Like this man do me. Forget that. This man is on point with it. It's a different type of beast. And we need that. We need that inside information, that insight that made him such a great lyricist, because it was insightfulness. So that, I mean, yo, there's so much we gotta cover. It's 10 minutes. I want to just go because, like, yo, he got a new court case against him. His bail was, man, yo, there's a lot going on. I want to talk about him and Trump. Trump don't seem to be his man no more.
Mm-hmm. Or Trump
Trump does.
is navigating a game plan with his people. He has to
Well,
navigate
we
in a way that he can be hands on, but you don't see his face. You know, because he still want to get free tickets to the party. He wants to get the free tickets to the party.
What? Yo, Trump was in every party. He was in Trump. Oh, shucks. Now you got me doing it. He was in Epstein party. He was in
Yeah,
Puffy party.
yeah,
His girl was Maxwell. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like Trump was giving it up. He was getting down.
I seen, truthfully, I seen Trump on Soul Train dancing.
Does he got rhythm?
Yeah, he was on Soul Train dancing.
Does he got rhythm?
Yeah. He didn't look. I don't know about now. He made it.
But he had
a long time ago.
back in the 80s. He had a little soul with him. Soul.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the WWE. That man's a showman.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's about it. You got to keep up with the people. I'm one for the people, and I want y'all to know I'm just like y'all. I'm a crook. I'm a pimp.
For real, he could survive in the hood. Like, word, he'd be talking to you. Be like, listen, I might have an idea for you. I got a plan where I think we can all do something.
That's why a lot of people like him, because they can identify with him.
Yeah, he's more a relatable
like
character than your average politician.
He's more. He can hang out with my Uncle Ray or Juju.
Word, you see that man kicking it with Mike Tyson?
Just came home.
Mike Tyson, like, that man ain't no racist.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson saying that. That's big, the fact that Mike Tyson is saying that. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tyson is Tyson. And Tyson known for a long time, so he would know if he was a racist by now.
It's not true.
He can front like he ain't. Huh?
I don't buy that.
So you think he is?
Even if he's not, I didn't think he was. I used to defend him and say he wasn't, but he's definitely running a white supremacist regime.
I believe that.
Listen, he put in the judges that took away DEI. He put in the judges that took away affirmative action. People is now trying to take away the Voters Registration Act. He's got people jumping out of unmarked vans with masks on and guns drawn, throwing people in because they look Spanish. Like, yo, that dude is doing something wild right now. I can't defend him anymore.
All I can say is that I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit and say
I can't defend him anymore. Not in that. Definitely not. I'm not saying I liked him. I'm saying that I should say he's not a racist though. Look at his blah blah blah. But regardless of whether he's a racist or not, he's running a white supremacist regime, and these are the facts. Well, I can't even. Ooh, I just went to the wrong thing. I just saw somebody else. I'm looking. I just want to follow the commentary box. I clicked on somebody's link. It looked like mine. It was somebody else. So the people I got doing these thumbnails are doing such a great job, and other people are copying it. It's cool. Or maybe it was just similar in that particular circumstance. Who knows? I do know is I want to watch the comment box. I'm trying to set that up. We got like 5 minutes. We got 6 minutes before we really crack down. And we start talking about what's happening. I got the little list of things I want to touch on. We got to go through that list. Ain't a lot on the list. We got to do a recap of how we got here. We got to remember that he beat Rico. And that's an eye-opening thing. That kind of goes into what you were saying.
Well,
it's a big deal.
Well, you don't see a whole bunch of people down there at the courthouse outside, no more, do you?
Well, there's nobody. The case isn't there right now.
That's right.
But on October 3rd, I'm gonna be out there.
Well,
I am.
With a big sign.
Nah, they gotta pay us to do that. Remember? Gotta pay us. We'll wear the shirts if they give us $100. I'll throw a shirt on for $100. You kidding me?
Free Diddy.
Yo, they might. I don't know. $100 a shirt is a lot of people. You get 100 people. I mean, he got money like that. He can throw money like that to do things, man. Like you said, he's in a different atmosphere than we are. His oxygen
He's
level
in
is
a different
different.
bracket. Yeah, he's in a different bracket.
Yeah,
Him,
we
him,
can't
him
really.
throwing for $100. Yeah, he throw $100 in the air. That's like us dropping 10
A
cents.
penny.
It's nothing. Nothing.
Word. You find $100 bill on the floor, he might leave it if it's not on heads.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do a penny. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 minutes. We're about to really dig into this. I know people are excited to see what's going on here. We done started 20 minutes ago. Make sure we're going to, because this is, just got to make sure that we talking about the right stuff. I don't know if we really need to dig into Trump a little bit at this point, because Trump might be the way he get out, or he might not. You never know. Trump's a Gemini. Let me tell you something about Geminis. And I know a thing about Geminis. I'm a Gemini. I was in love with my first love. She was born the day before me. She was a Gemini. My firstborn daughter, she was born 3 days before me. Guess what she is? She a Gemini. I know a thing or two about Geminis. Donald Trump and me, our birthday's like a week apart. I'm like 2 weeks after Tupac, a week before Biggie or something like that. I forget. But I know a thing about Geminis. And, Geminis, as you can see by the names I'm laying out, myself not included. I don't want to sound boastful, but Geminis tend to have great minds. And we're very much controlled by our emotions. People think we two-faced it. We're not two-faced. We hold grudges fiercely. And just because we're holding the grudges, okay, that's good to know. Just because we're holding a grudge doesn't necessarily mean
it's stupid
that we're going to tell you we're holding it. If I'm ticked and I got a big grudge against you and you did something and I think you should know what you did, I don't feel like I got to explain to you what you did. You should know what you did.
That's right.
So I'm not going to be giving you big reactions, and I'm not going to be like, well, you do this. It's going to be like, word, all right, I got you. It might be years and years later, but I still got you. And then you're going to be wondering what happened when it comes back to you. Because I'm not going to remind you. I'm just going to, you should know. You know what you did. I ain't got to tell you. You're an adult. And that's what Trump just did. Did it. Hold up. Wait a minute. 1 minute. All right. We're going to get ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen. I got people coming in and out. We're about to get it going though. I'm going to dig into this Diddy thing a little bit. I didn't organize this list, did I? Hold up. Yes, I did. I just didn't erase the unorganized version. Because listen, it's 2025. So when I organize my list, I put all my thoughts together. I might repeat the same thing 2 or 3 times. It don't matter. It's 2025. So academic honesty, right? Yo, I throw that bad boy in ChatGPT, throw the right prompt in so it straightens it out. It puts my list together, takes away all the redundancies, and spits out a clean list of a show episode for me based on my ideas, concepts, and research. And now I can just go down my corrected list. So keep telling them kids not to use ChatGPT in school. When they graduate, they ain't gonna be able to get a job because you can't get a job today outside of maybe sweeping floors and flipping burgers unless you're able to use artificial intelligence. That's what Puffy's lawyers are using. I'm actually using it for a court case right now. It actually is actually pretty fantastic. It's horrifying. But 801. So We're going to get ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Think Tank, where we use creative. Oh man, I blew it, my own opening. Welcome to the Think Tank, where we use creative thinking, deductive reasoning, and just a pinch of common sense to draw unbiased logical conclusions. Today, I'm here with my co-host for all Diddy stuff, the industry insider himself, the man, the myth, the legend, as it were, the indubious Ice Water, formerly of the Nubian Mob. Ice, you want to tell them a little bit about yourself before we dig into this Diddy situation? No Diddy?
No Diddy, it's a pity. My name is Ice Water, formerly of the Nubian Mob, and I'm the one that started modern sing-song style. We started it as a name called tuning. They don't call it that, but that's the original name. That's piece of singing, scatting, rhyming, harmonizing, all in one. All forms of speech is what tuning is, which is sing-song, as you'll call it right now, like Drake. But it started with me. I don't get the credit, just like somebody got locked up and they know the truth about him, but they don't let him out. And they did that to somebody, Larry Davis. I can tell you that story. Larry Davis used to call us when we was in Daddy O's studio all the time. He called me from upstate. I talking to him on the phone. He would tell me, "Yo, man, they took a nightstick and shoved the watch in my mouth and threw me down the stairs. So I'm crippled now." I remember that. And he would think that he was coming home. But I knew they was going to come home because he had too much truth on his side. So the best way to keep the truth inside is make it that he doesn't get outside. And that's my story on Larry Davis. I'm sticking with it. And that's the wrap. Now we can go on.
Okay. That was insightful. That was definitely an interesting way to start off. I have to be honest. I didn't expect that. That was crazy. All right. So let's set it off. Sean Diddy Combs' legal situation. All right. For those of you that don't know, I'm bringing up the speed right quick. Sean Combs, Puffy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Any aliases I'm forgetting? No? All right. So Puffy was a hip hop mogul. In the 1990s, he started off with an apprenticeship at a label. Eventually, he wound up with his own label, and he brought out the East Coast and had some of the hottest acts of all time, many of which asserted that he might have done them dirty, such as Jada Kiss and Styles P, The Lox. Biggie never got an opportunity to do it. He mysteriously died on a trip that he didn't want to take to California where Puffy had beef. He started Mary J. Blige, who was stuck by him through thick and thin. And I don't know if that's a song, but that's what she did. I mean, he had some of the most iconic artists and songs in the 90s. Then rumors started that he was killing people. They said that, unalive, excuse me. They insinuated he unalived Big, he unalived Tupac. Pac said that they had beef with Pac because he used to be cool with Pac. Then all of a sudden, Pac got shot in Quad Studios in like the early 90s, the mid 90s. And Pac was like, "Yo, I'm out. I got beef with them." It started the largest hip hop beef in the history of hip hop. Now we've had some big battles, but we ain't had big beef. I mean, I can't say that. It was so big that the East and West Coast were going against each other. It was Cali versus New York, entire coast going against each other. And Puffy was behind that. Puffy going after Pac. So the man was not only a hip hop mogul, he expanded the clothing lines. Eventually, he became a brand ambassador for the alcohol, for an alcohol brand, which is what brings us to date. What's the name of the alcohol brand again?
Ciroc.
Ciroc was the name of the liquor. What was it? That was what we called. Everybody called it Puffy Juice. He had us convinced he owned this stuff, but then he wanted to sue them dudes. He was like, "Yo, y'all ain't paying me enough. Y'all only want to sell it in the hood. It ain't no hood juice. Y'all gotta sell us in white neighborhoods." And he sued them.
Yeah. And that was the turning point in his relationship with the liquor makers. Because before that, it was under the table that what they were doing. But since he has been in the field for a while, he realizes that he was being played like step infection. And he said, no, 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 no. If you're going to bag me up, we're going to sell it to everybody. And then he flipped and said, when they weren't listening to him, he wanted to sue them. And that's when they said, oh, this guy's, he's jumping out his boundary. And after that, he's where he's at right now.
Yo, Robin, go on, Robin. Yo, Robin threw a classic out. Bro had one job from the chats. What's up, Rob? One job. Couldn't do it, man. He blew it. And he did. He did.
Now he has to prove to them that he's not gonna jump ship.
Oh man, and that's a big thing, right? Because rumor has it that allegation that they were exploiting him and not allowing him to benefit from selling his brand into neighborhoods beyond the black neighborhood, and in suit that ensued, is the reason allegedly that he might have run into problems and got cuffed up.
Yep.
So what is your take on it? What's your take on that? You feel like if he didn't mess with them, he'd be good?
Yes, I believe so. From the things that people stated to me through the years, I believe he wasn't being a nice little nigga. He was jumping out of bounds and doing what he wanted to do. And he was not taking their heed. And they said, well, since you don't want to listen, we're gonna make you listen some kind of way. And they caught him. He got caught in his own crapola. He got caught in his own crapola. Because they couldn't got to him if he wasn't jumping in the crapola. He was jumping in it. So he's at where he's at because he put himself into that. You know, a lot of times we get in trouble and you blame the guy next to you that was shooting spitballs in a class, and you was sitting there laughing with him. No, let's keep it real. You was part of the problem. He was part of the problem that they have to clean up. He has to clean his crap up. He has to clean it up. That's the best way I can say. You know, I know that.
I'm sorry.
I've been playing for a circumstance that happened with me, and I was not trying to do what it came now to be, because a lot of times they can see further than you. Because remember, I'm a young guy. I don't see all this. I don't know all this crap. I was just talking my talk. Just like him, he may have been just talking his talk, but he rubbed shoulders with some big people. And so he started seeing things by mistake. It's like he, excuse me, he walked into a building that was freaked out, and he didn't realize it was a freak out party. Now you know. So you can't never run around and say that you don't know what we about. So he has to act accordingly now. He has to.
So now he's in a situation where, which is from what you're saying, that he's got to play the game with them. He's trapped.
Yeah, he can't play like he don't know no more, because he knows. He probably sent girls his way, or guys his way, or whatever his way.
Yo, what you think about that video back in the day where Shorty was a transvestite and Biggie was laying in bed with her? She was standing up peeing, and then come to find out it was really a dude. Like, why he do that?
I've always said I don't know because I wasn't there, and am I sure that was a girl or a guy? I don't know.
Now it's come out. It was definitely a dude.
So, well, got got to hold your pee. Then got to hold your pee because if they looking like that, hold your pee. And
Wow. Yeah.
Diddy, what the heck are you doing? Well, like I said, Diddy was a swinger. Whatever way he could swing, he swung.
You know, there was a whole old thing about Julius Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
He was every man's woman and every woman's man. Every woman's man and every man's woman, rather. Like,
Right.
yo, if you was a woman, he'd be with you. If you was a man, he'd be with you. Julius Caesar, every woman's man and every man's woman. He was every man's woman.
So he
And
did anything.
that's Puffy.
He did
And
it
dare I
all.
say, all right, so let's dig into this a little deeper. Let's
Mm-hmm.
get into this. So Puffy was supposed to get out of jail.
Yes,
Trump
he
was
is.
walking around swinging like, yo, I don't know, I might free him. It's within my power. Let's see what happens. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you know, I think he might have been treated unfairly.
And
So that
on
sounded
that,
like, go ahead, tell me what that sounded like to you.
I think the powers that be, they may let him out, but they're gonna let they won't. It's like this: when you was growing up, and your mother or father gave you a spanking, and maybe gave you one spanking, and in their eyes, it seemed like it did. You're not really recognizing what was happening. So they, your father come home and give you another one. Then you start understanding what the hell is happening. The same thing with him. It's not that they not let him out, but they want to let him out on the point of, do you understand what you've done wrong? Do you understand that you was jumping out of bounds? Do you understand everything you got is because of us? Now, if you listen to that and you understand it, we'll let you out. So then, go to your room and write, I will not do that 1,000 times. And that's the only way I can look at it.
Yo, and that, hold up. Welcome, Donna. I hope you catching this. I just want to just explain to everybody that the only reason Puffy's in jail right now is because when they told him the first time, knock it off, he kept going. He sued them. So now they punishing him. They say he's saying they're not trying to put him away for the rest of his life, but he got to learn his lesson. Like, yo, y'all, you asked, we put you there. Don't mess with the money. In a shorter term, the way he just explained it, which was far funnier. I shoot a man for that one. He bit the hand that fed him. And what happens when the dog bites the hand that feeds it? Got to give it a little whack, let it know it can't nibble at you.
That's right. You eat the food, not me.
That's right.
He's
Welcome,
eating
Don. A pleasure to have you.
He's eating the food and them. He's like,
Not no more. So they was like, word. So next thing you know, he sued them. Next thing you know, all these allegations are coming out of women. It's almost like Bill Cosby.
Just like it's almost like OJ. Well, OJ got away. But OJ got away. I can't use him.
Nah, but he went through the same thing. He went through it until they let him off. But Puffy beat Rico, as has been pointed out. No one beats the feds in Rico. The feds got a 95% conviction rate. Blah 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 in the Southern District of New York. Nobody beats them. He beat them because that's like you said. They didn't tell to put him away. But even though he beat them, they still gave him two minor charges that they could actually do damage with. They're dangling something over his head. So let's talk about the Mann Act charge.
They could trump it up to a point that he's stuck. He's stuck.
Word. All right, so let's talk about this charge. The Mann Act charge was originally created in order to stop white slavery. So if you traffic somebody over state lines and it was a white slave, you can get charged with a Mann Act. That's what it was created for. Since then, it has been reimagined to be able to stop the trafficking of women, or revised, or whatever. So that's the Mann Act in a nutshell, right? So he got charged with the Mann Act, which, they said he trafficked his girlfriends. They said he trafficked his girlfriends. The only reason he is sitting in jail right now is because he had 2 girlfriends and he trafficked his girlfriends.
Which is
Rico,
really
they didn't
it's
say
really
they didn't say you unalive Heavy D. They didn't say you unalive little They didn't say you unalive Kim Porter. They didn't say you unalive Tupac. They didn't say you unalive Biggie. They didn't say you unalive none of that. None of that. They didn't say you shot Natanya. What's her name? Natanya Rubin in the face. Nothing. They said we're gonna get you because you were using drugs and you shared them. And the jury was like, no. Then it was like, all right, we gave it our best shot. Doesn't sound like they gave a real attempt to me. So I see your point where it's like they're toying with him. Now the Mann Act. So what can they do to him under the Mann Act? A Mann Act is like 5 to 10 years each count. He had 2 girlfriends that he trafficked. The most famous of which is Cassie Ventura. The other, I believe, is Jane Doe, which means we don't really know her name. She wouldn't expose herself. There were speculations, but I won't go into speculation here. We know about Cassie Ventura, Cassandra Ventura, better known as Cassie. So he's in jail for not for beating Cassie, not for putting his hands on her, not for kicking her, not for bribing her, not for blowing up Kid Cudi's car, but because he trafficked her over state lines, his girlfriend. Anyway, that's what they got him for, right? So, with that being said, so what can happen because he bought his girlfriend over state lines and paid her rent? He wasn't giving her cash, he was paying her rent. He was buying her things, not giving her cash. He was tricking on her. Anyway, so what could the possible penalties be? Well, the judge could give him up to 10 years for each count. Now, they can be served concurrent. I'm not a lawyer, but from everything that I've read, I got to throw a disclaimer out because YouTube watches these things, and if I say things without throwing the proper disclosure, they can strike my channel like, oh, and I am not like Puffy. I learned my damn lesson. So they can run concurrent, which means they can run them together. So he has 2 counts. They can say 5 years, 5 to 10 years. They can say 5 years, and they can say you're serving both of them at the same time. You're serving them concurrently. Right. You're serving 5 years for each crime. So in 5 years, you're done with both of them at the same time. Or they can say consecutively. And if everybody don't know, we're gonna break that down for you. It's real simple. I mean, you do one, you still got to do the other. And the crimes can go. The sentencing is not. It's more like a guideline. That's what it's called, the guideline. So the judge doesn't have to particularly give what's within the guidelines. But if he steps outside the guidelines, he has to have good reason. So at 55, he can be given 10 years within the guidelines for each of the Mann charges, each of these trafficking charges, each count. Mm-hmm. So he can get 10 years for one, then 10 years for other, and run them consecutively instead of concurrent, which means he's not done in 10 years, he's done in 10 plus 10 is 2 decades. So, and then the judge has leeway to step outside of those guidelines as well. So he can get the book thrown at him. I mean, I'm talking about an Encyclopedia Britannica thrown at him because he paid his girlfriend's rent. And flew her, and she got on a private jet. He's in a bad situation. That's where he stands right now.
That's when they're playing with you. That's when they're playing with you, man. When they know that the charges that they're throwing up, they're really hogwash. But we're going to make them stick because it's my rules. You're playing my game. So whatever I say there's nothing you can do. You can cry and complain, but you are still stuck under my rules. And that's the problem that's happening right now.
All right, hold on. I want to respond to Donna Smith. Hey, Donna, check it out, right? So he got charged with RICO. He got charged with a few different things. You know the four RICO. So RICO was racketeering. Oh gosh, what is RICO? Racketeering. Oh, that's not coming to me. It's not inspired. Hold up. I want to get this right because I don't want to be giving misinformation, even though I'm not a lawyer and I can't be held accountable for the information I give. I still want to give correct information. Racketeering, influence, corrupt organization, right? Influence is what I'm saying. So a RICO charge is a racketeering, influence, corrupt organization. We know what influence is, right? We know what corrupt an organization is, but what is racketeering? Racketeering is when you make money, and that's the end of it. You got to make money off of something, right? So you got to make money by doing a dubious endeavor with your business. So he beat RICO. And the only thing he got charged with was the Mann Act. He got 2 counts of Mann Act. So and what is the Mann Act? I just want to be very clear before we move forward. The Enforcement Act of 1874, also known as the Ku Klux Klan Act, the third enforcement act, did I type it right? I close up Klan Act. I'm like, because that's not right. Hold up. What am I reading here? Ku Klux Klan. Woo! I'm doing something wrong up in here. Also known as White Slave Traffic Act, is a United States federal law passed in 1910. It prohibits the transportation of women and girls across state lines or international borders for the purposes of prostitution, debauchery, or any other immoral purpose. While intended to combat forced prostitution, its broad wording has been interpreted to criminalize various forms of consensual sexual activity. I'm going to read that again. Its broad wording has been interpreted to criminalize various forms of consensual sexual activity, including interracial relationships involving minors. So, and that's what he was charged with. He was charged with, like, those were his girlfriends. He was dating them. So he paid for their trips. But if I'm with my girl and we going somewhere, I might pay for a flight. Like, he paid for a trip. Like, here's his business account. Okay. So he shouldn't have intermingled his accounts. So he's going to do 20 years because he used the wrong account? Now, I'm not defending Diddy. I think Diddy might be guilty of way more than he was charged with. Our entire point is allegedly he committed multiple murders. Natanya Rubin has said on multiple occasions, I watched the man that shot me in the face. I saw it. I had to. It hit me in the face. I was looking at them. Sean Combs did this. He wasn't charged for that. He wasn't charged for give me 1 second. He wasn't charged for any of these other crimes. They got him for paying for his girlfriend's flight out of his business account and having orgies. Like, now I'm not saying that I am a person that's going to go out and egregiously have orgies. I am saying that, what a man do behind his closed doors should not be a criminal act. I mean, granted, beating women is behind closed doors, but I don't think that he should have been convicted of the Mann Act for girls he was dating. I mean, these girls they had, during the trial, he was listening to messages of how much they loved each other outside of just whatever SMEX activities they were conducting. There was real love there. When Cassie broke up with him, when Cassie moved on to the next man that she later married and is having a baby with, she was still sleeping with him because she loved him so much. Like, these were his girlfriends. To be having to do 10 years for something you do with your girlfriend in bed is crazy, in my opinion. So, yes, in order for a RICO, let's read RICO right quick, and then we're going to move on. Because this is important. RICO. What is a RICO Act? Actually, I should share that. Why am I being stingy? Because my computer's running slowly. Ah, the RICO Act, or Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organization Act, is a 1970 federal law designed to combat organized crime by targeting the leaders of criminal enterprises. This does not sound exactly like a criminal enterprise. It allows prosecution of racketeering, which involves a pattern of illegal activities, often tied to businesses or organizations. Convictions under RICO could lead to severe penalties, including lengthy prison sentences and forfeiture of assets. Racketeering. This references to a pattern of illegal activities such as fraud, bribery, extortion, drug trafficking, and money laundering conducted as part of an ongoing criminal enterprise. I asked what RICO was, and I'm supposed to ask about racketeering. That's what happened. Like it wasn't a pattern of okay. It involves engaging in a serious. I'm what he was doing wasn't racketeering. It's a criminal enterprise. Like I don't care how big the orgies were, who was involved. It wasn't a criminal enterprise. But enterprise involves making money. Business is about making money. He wasn't making money. He blew it big time. He sure did.
It was just
no, they didn't prove RICO. That's what I was saying, Miss Donna. They sure didn't. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ice.
It was more or less they just wanted to nail him on anything. Didn't matter what. He did it. You know.
Right. They didn't want to give him the most egregious crime because, as you said, then they wouldn't have control. He would have no hope of freedom. Well, that's not quite true. Because this man was known to party, and he partied hard.
Party like a rock
none
star.
other, like the biggest,
rock
with none other. Well, my computer's running slow. I'm not even going to try and do that right now. It's a live. I'll let it rock. But none other than Trump himself. So do you think Trump is going to give him that get out of jail free card? Wow, the longest pause. Audience, what you think? Trump going to let him off?
You know what? I believe so.
You think Trump's going to let him off? You think he's going to give him that pass?
Yeah, I've always said that. Yeah,
he's looking like he's going to let go of Ghislaine Maxwell. Is it Ghislaine or Ghislaine? Everybody pronounces it Ghislaine, so I thought it was Ghislaine up for a minute. And then I heard the victims who actually knew her that she actually trafficked, and they called her Ghislaine. You don't think so, Donna? Well, he did. Trump did come out and say, like, he talked really bad about me when I was on the campaign, and it makes it difficult. I don't blame him. Like, Puffy was talking kind of wild about him. Ice, you heard what he said? What Puffy said?
What did he say?
Oh man, he said things like, "Yo, we got to get rid of that white man." Like, we can't have somebody like he was trying to start his own political party. He was talking real greasy.
That's not a good look.
Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. My daughter, my 8-year-old, just texted me that the dog pooped and didn't go where she was supposed to go. So she's upset now. She's 8. That's my princess. What can I say? What did Puffy say about Trump? Let's just. I want to quote it. I said Luffy. No, it's just I don't want to say the wrong thing. Because Puffy was definitely saying he was going to consider pardon. He said, and oh man, I should pull this up on my screen. This is stuff that y'all need to see. Yeah, my computer wasn't running slowly. Come rendering yesterday's video. I got some Trump stuff for you guys coming up. Oh, it's running too slow. It's running too slow. I'd have to stop the rendering. And I don't really want to do that. And I'm having a hard time finding it. He said, okay, Trump said, is someone who likes him a lot. I wouldn't rule it out if he's treated unfairly. So that was what Trump said last week on Fox. This week he said, I want to update it one. That was 5 days ago. I don't want that.
Welcome back in here to Live and Out from.
Oh man, I should have had this lined up. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I might have it in my notes. Let me see. Reports indicate that Trump or his allies push to remove or redact all. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong notes. Sorry, that's for tomorrow. Oh man, I'm just doing it bad tonight, guys. Sorry about that. Let's pull up this. Oh, I copied and pasted the wrong thing. I don't see it. Well, he basically said he was saying that Trump is somebody that they need to get out of office. It pissed Trump off. It pissed me off. It pissed off Trump a lot. He said that it's somebody we need to get out of office. And so now, if you start watching the other pundits, they're all saying that Trump is not going to let him out. Now, you know Trump. He might wake up on the other side of the bed tomorrow morning and be like, you know what? I mean, because his vengeance wasn't leaving him in. His vengeance was dangling the pardon in front of him and pulling it back. He's a Gemini. We don't do a Gemini dirty. We have our way of dealing with things. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to just say no. I'm going to give you hope and then take it away because we're vindictive, which makes us look like we're two-faced because, it's like, dag, yo, you did that. But it's like, yo, you really hurt my feelings. He was really talking mad greasy about Trump. Now, I'm not a Trump fan. I talk greasy about Trump, but I wouldn't expect him to let me out of jail either. He felt like we were friends. We partied together. I really liked you, and then you stabbed me in the back. No, I'm not letting you out of prison. At least that's my opinion. Ice, do you have another take on that?
My take is tie your boots up. Make sure your drawers is on right. Because a lot of sugar honey iced tea gonna be thrown in the air. Meaning,
don't go nowhere for a while with the Snickers.
Yeah, you're playing a game that has more than one mind state. So you got to be cautious and careful on what you say. Because he could be an ally or he can be your foe. Right now, you need an ally. So a person.
Well, he got one. He has an ally. Her name is Gina Hung. Do you know who she is? Gina Hung is another one of his ex-girlfriends that was supposed to testify against him. Gina Hung is the third witness that decided not to show up.
Okay.
She's come out in the last week. Gina Hung wrote a letter to the judge. And in that letter, basically what she said was, and I am paraphrasing, he's no longer the violent man. He's a different changed person. Please let him out. This was the woman that was supposed to testify for the prosecution against him, the third witness that didn't show up after Cassie and Jane Doe. It was supposed to be Gina Hung. Now she's asking the judge to let him go. Why do you think what you think is happening there?
Compassion. Women have more compassion than guys. So the compassion, that's what's happening. Compassion in her is feeling for him. Because if he was out, he might treat her like crap. She's just thinking about the good times. She did Al Green for the good time.
Yo, how many times did Puffy go for bail, bro?
Say that again?
How many times did Puffy go for bail? I count 5.
Yeah. Me and you would have been one time, and that was it. One time, it would have been over.
Yo, but before trial, he went at least 3 times. He offered $50 million. He's talking about putting his house up.
I
Like,
remember.
word. After the trial, they tried to get him bail again. The day that he got convicted, they tried to get him out. Then they offered bail that day. The family thought he was coming home. They put money up.
Mhm.
Last week he went for bail again. He was denied yet again. What do you think
Now
about the fact? What do you think? I'm sorry, go ahead.
now he's in a situation where he has to go to his think tank, devise a plan to appease the people that are in power. Because it's more than just the money for them. Because they have money, so it's more than the money. So that means you have to figure out how I can appease the people that are in power. Say the right things and act the right way that they want me to act.
I think he got his work cut out for him for that, man. You
Yeah,
think
he
he's gonna
does.
be able to? I don't even know where to begin with something like that. To be honest with you, like, what do you think he could possibly do that they want to deal with him? What do you think he could possibly do? Don't speculate. We don't want to talk about that. That might be dangerous. I
Yeah,
don't know how much we can talk about on air safely, but
I don't know.
I think you're right.
I think
They
he's in a
definitely.
predicament. He's in a predicament.
You
And
think they told him what they wanted already?
I told his lawyers they're negotiating. Maybe they're negotiating the terms of his buyout. I'll say that. His terms of his buyout. And
That makes sense. I mean, if he says the right thing, there's no reason to keep him. If
that's
he's
right.
willing to bend over backwards or forwards,
Yeah. So
Diddy intended.
right now he's at a point that we have to come together and negotiate a great term. Just like the war over there in Russia. I mean, you know, they have to come with a good term. Same thing with him. He has to come with a good term to appease these people. Because these people are the ones that bread your butter, not the opposite. You know, that's all I can say. Anything
Mm.
else after that is uncivilized.
Well, the fact that she supported him is incredible. Hold on. Oh, I see what happened. I absolutely messed up and erased my bullet points for Diddy tonight and replaced them with the wrong file. And because I'm trying to work on tomorrow's story,
Okay.
and I blew it. Okay. Oh no. All right. So Diddy was acquitted of more sexual, sex trafficking, racketeering charges, but convicted on lesser prostitution. I did that. Hung. I got her, and I'm erased the rest of the stuff by accident. Well, there's a few other things that I remember. Some important points. He's actually Rodney. What is his name? Rodney, the producer that he assaulted on the boat, or that assaulted him on the boat, along with
Rodney
Cuba.
Rodney Jerkins.
Yeah, Lord, Cuba Gooden Jr.
I know you're talking about.
Little Rod.
Yeah, Little Rod.
Little Rod's suit is coming out, and now they're looking like they're going to hold him even longer under Little Rod's suit. So Little Rod said he tried to sexually assault him as well.
Well, that means lawyers have to get the Little Rod, and they have to work out a payment plan.
He said it's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all Little Rod wants is a little bit of cash.
he won his career, but so many years went past, so the money he could have made, he hasn't made. So now he has to go what we call the backdoor special. He's going to the backdoor special.
No Diddy. So he's gotta work something out with this man because he's like, yo, you promised me I never got, I'm gonna get mine.
Yep.
It makes a lot of sense.
You're gonna pay me for what you promised me. You didn't think he was gonna pay me it, but guess what? We're at the fork road right now. And now it's payoff time. And if I was
yeah, man. That's gonna be a 7-8. That's gonna be at least a 7-figure settlement.
Yeah. What they say?
Wow.
He better get used to saying, we do chicken right.
Wow. You got a million of them, huh? You on tonight. It's kind of messed up, man. I feel like Trump is Trump. I feel like Diddy's going to get off. I think you're right. I think he's got a long, hard road ahead of him.
Yeah, it's just put it like this. Everybody is trying to extort him. Everybody. Because they have the mindset, everybody wants my money. Everybody does it, but you're in a situation where there are people that are around you, that's their mind state. So now you're in the room full of greedy grobblers, and they want to eat. So that means you have to feed them. You know?
Wow.
You gotta feed the demons. You gotta feed them demons. You took demon money, now you gotta pay demons back.
Dang.
Like
you think eventually. So what did you see? Now it's time to tell the whole story. I'm gonna get quiet. What did you hear behind closed doors? What did you hear?
Well, what I hear behind the closed doors is that he's in a peril situation where he's got to pay to play. He's going to have to pay to play. That's the only way it seems like he's going to get out. They don't care about your beautiful smile. They don't care about your Land Cruisers, your Land Rovers, or none of that. Your X5, nah. You've got to meet him at the ground. The grounds is pay up. You got to pay up.
But we don't know what they want. Like you said, they're not after cash. Cash rules everything around me, but them, they rule everything around. They rule everything with cash. Yeah. So they move entire countries with the wave of a hand.
Yeah.
It's a whole different level.
So that means you got to go in there and either drop to your knees or give them what they please.
Drop to their knees and grab your ankles. You have two choices.
Yeah, because that's the game you started. Jumping in there from the get-go, so they know there's no you're not like that. They know. So you got to play it all the way out. Play it all the way dirty. You know, that's the best way. You got to get.
They got to figure something out, man.
Yeah.
So but from your vision, from what you're hearing from your inside sources, you're hearing that the intent is still to hold them down a little bit, but let them out eventually.
I believe so. Yes. That's a smart move. If I was in power, I would play it to the point that he's going to either beg me to come out or he's going to do the right thing for me, and then I'll let him out.
You were saying something before about being able to make more money off of them in one way or another. Would you like to go into details about that?
Yeah. But they're going to make sure that he might have to, just like he gave to the people, he might have to put to them a prenup, some kind of prenup that he cannot jump out the window.
Call it a prenup. What is it got to say?
Yeah, he has to come in and mean what he says. They have to put him in a situation where there's no way out for him. You're going to pay to play this time. This time we know your yes, Balsam don't mean nothing. So we have to put you in a trick bag. You got to be in a trick bag that you're going to pay. You're going to pay to play. You know, that's all I can say. You know,
So he's getting out.
I believe so.
Why do you think they make more money with him inside? I mean, more money with him out.
Because when you're in jail or wherever you're at, you cannot move and shake when you're inside. All you can get is what 50 cents a day or 20 cents a day. You don't make no. Out here, you're gonna make millions for them, and you keep this ball rolling. And maybe you'll, what we say, recruit other people that want to become somebody, and they can go under your umbrella. So there's a lot of things that he can do outside he can't do in it. We can sit in there.
That's true.
A lot of things.
But I mean, look how much money was made off of him getting locked up. Look at the sensationalism. They were selling hats and T-shirts, and we're making money off of it right this moment. Well, I'm not. We're not yet because it's not a monetized channel. But look how many channels are monetized, and their entire content feed was based on Puffy being locked up. I mean, there's a lot of money being made off of him being locked up too.
Yeah, but it's not as much as it would be if he was free.
I agree with that. That's a fact. There's no question.
Because they can find him.
So your thinking is they're going to let him out because as much money as that cost him on that lawsuit, it was silly compared to the amount of money he can make them if he's free, and they have him under total control, which is the only way he's going to get out anyway.
They can do him like they used to do slaves. You know, you can be a big buck, but you're going to fight for me. You're going to work for me, nobody else. You know, so
so there's no getting out. There's no independent. Nothing. He's their workhorse.
Yes. Your Master Gilmore slave. Master Gilmore. Why? Because you did it to yourself, man.
So at the end of the day, do you think that the big question is, you think they're going to let him out? Now, do you think it's going to be through Donald Trump's pardon? Or do you think they're going to play it out? Trump is going to say, screw you, but they're going to let him out anyway with time served? Or maybe give him a year?
I think he did almost a year already, they said.
He did a year in September.
So.
But they might give him time served to me if you get out after the year. That's why they pushed back the date from September 29th to October 3rd or whatever it was, so that he would have more than a year, so that when they went to the sentencing hearing on October 3rd, he could say, well, I've served more than a year already, and they can look at the charges and say, time served, right?
They have one time served, yeah.
Maybe throw an anklet around him and
now,
keep him, he can't leave the house for a little while.
Yeah, time served, that means he finished his time.
Nah, they're not gonna make him go into a halfway house, but I think they're gonna put a bracelet on him.
But then, how are you gonna put a bracelet on a person that has no conviction?
No what?
He has to have a conviction to have a bracelet. He can't just walk around a free person.
He's got 2 charges. I mean, the Mann Act is a felony. It's a federal felony. I mean, we're talking, they can give him 10 years for each one. They can give him 20 years. So he's got, they gave him enough that they can really give him the business.
Well, all I can say is, did he do it? That's it.
Diddy did it.
You know?
Did
And
he's in
like some
jail
people say,
because
let that guy go. There's worse people that are out here that need to be in. He's not a criminal like that. He's a screw up.
well, he wasn't convicted of being a criminal like that.
Mhm.
But with all the things that he might have done in the past that we'll never know because the federal government had the opportunity to charge him, and instead of charging him for attempted murder, they got him for having sex.
They screwed up. They
They
screwed up.
they arrested him for procreating.
Mm-hmm. They screwed up.
They didn't, because like you said, if they wanted him, then they would have got him for something real.
Yeah.
You ran RICO charges and go back for years, but you didn't connect them to murder, so you wasn't really after him. Because I want to know who unalived Biggie and Tupac. That's what I want to know. I don't care about what's going on in that dude bedroom. Cassie, yo, she got 20 million. She took that bread. She took that bread to shut up and then testified against him anyway. I want to know if he unalived the people that changed the trajectory of hip hop. Because that's what that did. Biggie and Pac's leaving this earth changed the way hip hop went.
Yeah.
After they left, we were stuck with Jay-Z. And not to knock Jay-Z, but he wasn't no Biggie or Pac. For real.
That's true.
You know, that was our best. Eminem was able to come in. If it was Biggie and Pac was around, you wouldn't have been talking about no Eminem. I mean, Eminem was good, don't get me wrong. He was great. I mean, but truthfully, if you put Eminem and Big Pun in the same room, Eminem would have walked out with his head held down. Big Pun was a huge loss. People don't know about Big Pun.
If Big Pun was still there, quite a few people, it would have been different.
What? What? Yo, people don't know about Big Pun, man. Terror Squad wasn't no joke. But Fat Joe was under the sentence now being charged with the same things as Diddy was. Fat Joe being the person that runs Terror Squad, for those of y'all who don't know, out of the Bronx. He was kind of like the Bronx's P. Diddy. He was that dude. He had, his rapper wasn't Biggie. His rapper was a man by the name of Punisher, Big Punisher, fondly known in the rap world as Big Pun, who only came out, whose lyrical prowess and wordplay was second to no one on earth. Like, that dude was a different type of beast.
And his real name,
his loss was,
and his real name was Chris Rios. Chris Rios. Yeah, he was
a student of the game. This man was in hip hop. He knows it. Like you changed hip hop too. The way you changed hip hop, he changed hip hop. The bigger difference is people knew who he was. They knew what he did. And later on, it came out, some dude out of Chicago came out, and he was rhyming real fast. He was like, he's the fastest person to ever rap. But he wasn't no Big Pun. He wasn't no Big Pun. Twister.
And I'm glad that you speaking on. I'm gonna jump into this. My career got shut down because I was telling the truth about a lot of stuff, and I was against certain things. It wasn't because I was weak, because I'm all over the web. I'm in your house like a cat burglar right now. All over the place.
Yo, you came up with that so fast. You still got it. That was like you came up like you was freestyling. You was like, I need an analogy, cat burglar, and kept going with it. When I got stuck early, I'm out of touch. I'm out of practice.
It's the truth, you know. I stay up like a black box on handcuffs.
And here's what I want the listeners to hear. That truth he's talking about, he tells, he's telling y'all right now. He didn't give y'all game on what's going on with Puffy, that you're not going to hear from nobody else, and he's an insider. He wasn't no Little Rod. He was signed to WB, Warner Brothers. He dropped his album. He's got his plaques on the wall. He's done his thing. This is not, Little Rod. No offense to Little Rod. You know?
Yeah.
What else did Puffy do? Puffy changed the trajectory of Jada Kiss's career. Because Jada Kiss could have been the next Biggie. And Puffy really made him an underground rapper rather than letting him step to that plate where he belonged, in my
And
opinion.
if you know anything, the Locks, they changed their name to D Block because
D Block.
yeah, they turned to Mighty D Block. But their first names was the Locks. But
Yeah, I
your
still call
boy
them the Locks.
your boy Diddy wouldn't let go the name. He owned the name.
I know.
So they
I
made a
remember.
new name, the Locks. And the Locks is really short for Warlocks. You know?
I did not know that.
Yes, sir.
But that's what happens when you're a student of the game. You get the backup, you get the good information. Giving up game. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's just another one of hundreds of examples of how Diddy did people's careers. We can go on. Look at Craig Mack.
Yeah.
No, whom many speculate was unalived by none other than the same person that speculatively or allegedly unalived Heavy D, who allegedly unalived Biggie and Pac, who allegedly unalived and the list goes on and on. People that get attached to Biggie, Puffy, tend to die from,
But
what is it, heart
disappear.
attacks?
Yeah, they disappear. But that goes back to when you don't have the talent, and I think our parents used to say that. A lot of times, people that don't have talent, they try to steal talent. But if you have talent, you don't worry about stealing somebody else's talent because your talent's going to show. But if you got to steal it, then sit there and say, it's me, we're not, people are not that stupid. You know,
It's like,
I never thought he was the most talented person, truthfully.
Puffy?
Yeah, I never did.
What talent does he have? He can't rap. He don't produce his songs. Little Rod was producing for him. That's what he was doing.
All he does is steal people's ideas. Slap his name on it, say, I produced it.
Ironically, because what was he do? It was the era of the remix. Basically, he was just stealing old songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how he got famous, stealing old songs. But it reminds me of something I got to touch base on. So that means he's the same as that fraud Courtney Burgess, I believe it is, who was supposed to have written a book that had all of these, or gotten his hands on a book or something like that, who had all of these people, these celebrities in it, and another fraud. So it was two frauds going at it. Courtney B. I think they Courtney Bird or something like that. And they was going at it. Like I got in touch with the real writer. The real writer said that it was a fan fiction. And the book wasn't real. But Courtney B tried to press it like it was a real book. That's crazy. So it was two fraudsters going at each other in the media. I wonder whatever happened to that guy.
Became a fraud.
I don't know. Maybe Puffy got him, right? Puffy get out of jail. We'll see what happens.
I'll say this. Since we're talking about frauds, I'm gonna bring up some stuff that I don't bring. My manager is Kedar Massenberg. Kedar Massenberg is the manager that put out D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, A+, the youngest DeBarge. And I say this, I'm telling you this because if without me, that would have never happened. Neo Soul came through me. And I'm not a mean person, but that's the truth. Far where they go on the Nubian Mob's album spawned a new style of sound. They became signed to Kedar because he was an R&B guy. and he put them out, and then he just washed me under the bridge. But it started with me. I'm not upset over it at this point in time because I'm still alive and I can still talk. He did quite a few people bad, but he did me and Daddy-O bad. We were the foundation. He's because he was what you call a road manager. He wasn't a real rock manager. He was a road manager for Stetsasonic. Daddy-O put him on just to put him on because that was his I'll say his adopted brother. So he put him on. He was going to Chapel Hill, be a lawyer. He wasn't thinking about this program. But when I came to the game, they bought the 28 track board, 48 track board. We started doing the album. That's when Warner Brothers and the rest of these labels started getting interested in me. So from there, the big wigs started coming. Benny Medina and them came to New York to meet me, not him, me. Ask me, how am I going to call? How can I call this the Nubian mob? And it's only me. Me being intellectually smart, I said, each person that buys a CD, they become a part of the Nubian mob. And that makes the Nubian mob grow. And he said, oh. And from there, started blowing. So I don't sit back and look at like I wasted time because I never stopped. I got bags of stuff right now. I got my new album ready already. I got it written already. Not like because I know in this industry things get busy. And if you listen to a lot of artists, their first album be slamming. The first album be slamming. Next album be all right. Third album to get weaker. So I know this. So I wrote my second album ready. And it ain't no I stole somebody's nothing. Nothing. You know, that's why you see me, I say a little rhymes in there. Yeah, you know, but I got an album ready. I don't say that album on purpose because I don't want to know it and then throw it out there and people know it and I messed up. But I do have an album ready. You know? So, you know, I sit back and I tell you right now, don't ever think, another one I'm telling you. You know, I am the original Ice Water. I want y'all to know that. That the one that Raekwon put out, Ice Water Inc., they got that from me. I'm Ice Water. What happened was, and that sounds crazy when I say that, I used to rhyme in the park jams. RZA came to the park jam, Paisley Park. Me and him rap that night. I ripped his ass up that night. His manager or whatever, they wanted to sign me that night. But at that point in time, I wasn't prepared because I was smoking cigarettes like at that time. Because I was still nervous. And I told him, I said, I'm not ready. So the card they gave me, I just ripped it up and threw it away. A year later, I had stopped smoking. I started rhyming in the park. But the breath control was totally different. Had extra wind. And I would be rhyming in the parks. I'm like, well, I'm here, and it's about my time to put down my pen and spit this rhyme like a casino. I put the dice on the table, chips on the side, then you are able to play the game that might sustain. Locks up your cash in a whole lot of pain. You started with 2 cheese, the left with the quarter, put in the order. It's the big breadwinner of the game. The name's Ice Water. And I did that night. All the girls came into the party. I said, "Oh."
All right, we're gonna save the rest of that story for the other channel, the entertainment channel. the news channel low, so we're gonna try and stick a little bit more to the news on this one.
Huh?
You got a little flow in, you know what I mean? You got to tell people a little bit who you are, and I appreciate you bringing your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom, your understanding of the inside that we don't get because we haven't been where you've been, to the channels, for the audience, for us, so that me being part of the audience, all I can do is sit back and listen, so that we can, have a bigger understanding of what's going on in the news cycle with this particular case. Because the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, I think you're right. I think that your inside information is a good guide for all of us, and it does look like you're right. Puffy will be getting out. It's just a matter of time. So at the end of the day, we're about to wrap this up. You think it's going to be time served?
Put it like this. If you did a crime and you were in front of the magistrate, the judge, wouldn't it make sense to them to put them out at a time that it would look feasible, that it wouldn't rub no feathers? You put them out at a point that people won't look at you like, oh, why you live out here? You put them out at a point where when you let them
I
out,
think you got to be careful on making sure that you're in front of the camera. You moving that phone a lot.
I'm sorry, right? And I have I just plugged it in, but I don't know how to use it. Well, the next time it'll be on because it's charging up right now. The best way, like I said, to be feasible for the people, because you have a lot of people that will jump at it and say you shouldn't line them out because there's naysayers. Got to put them out in a situation whereas those that talk crap won't say nothing. Those that don't say nothing will still not say nothing. So you put them out at a point that you satisfy everybody. You gotta put them out so everybody's satisfied. You play this deck for society, and at the same time, he got you off his back.
There's another portion of this that I didn't bring up about this part. Trump's base. Trump's going through a lot of trouble right now, as you know. His base is not happy with him based on the fact that, Puffy is not as bad. I don't know. Puffy's not as bad. Puffy is beating on women. I don't condone. But they were grown. He wasn't touching little girls. Trump seems to surround himself with people that like children, such as Epstein, such as Lawrence Taylor, such as Ghislaine Maxwell. And Trump even came out and said at one point he stopped talking to this guy because he kept stealing little girls from him, and he said, "You're out of here." Not because he was doing inappropriate things with girls, because he was stealing little girls from him. So, I don't know if you heard about this. I gotta bring this up right now. I'm about to drop down. You ready? You ready?
Let's
go.
There
was an interview. There was an interview on the channel that I like to watch. These guys are very, very good. And so I like to watch people that are good. I like to learn or what have you. And in this interview, they interviewed a man named or known as Uncle Luke from the 2 Live crew.
Right.
And in this interview, Uncle Luke said he was at Mar-a-Lago. Right. He lives in Florida. Uncle Luke's from Florida, so being in Mar-a-Lago makes sense. He said he was there with Mike Tyson and I forget who else was there. So in this interview, he said he was going into these rooms, and every room, he said he'd never been in a house that big. For Uncle Luke to say he'd never been in a house that big, I was like, damn, that's a big house. Because, Uncle Luke got a huge crib. He's, he's a multimillionaire. And he said he'd never been in a place this size. So he says he's going into these different rooms, and these girls who are of an undetermined age doing strange things. So Uncle Luke said because these girls were of an undetermined age, he got the heck out of there.
Right.
Now I'm going to say this again. Uncle Luke said, Uncle Luke, we know how Uncle Luke liked to party. He's Uncle Luke. He's known for Diddy parties. That's what he did. That's what he was known for before Diddy. He said
But
he was in Trump's. He said he was in Trump's parties, and them girls looked like they was in undetermined age, and he got out of Dodge. But Uncle Luke said he got out of Dodge. Do you know how wild a party got to be for Uncle Luke to leave?
Yeah, I believe that. But I believe what he said too. Because I heard that too. That he didn't get down like that.
Okay. So Trump allegedly had underage girls working, doing strange things at his mansion. So him and Diddy, that's alleged, according to Uncle Luke. I don't know nothing. I wasn't there. But Uncle Luke, as you know, has the reputation of everything you just said. Like, he gave them parties up, but he ain't touched little girls. He's a respectable man. Like Diddy, except he ain't beat him. There was a lot of drugs. He said, Uncle Luke said he don't do drugs either. I didn't know that. I digress. So, Puffy, when Donald Trump was showing up at Puffy parties, we know how according to Uncle Luke, Donald Trump was doing the same thing. Take the underage part out of it. So I thought that story was intriguing. So Donald Trump and Puffy being at these parties together, it seems like probably. All right, I can't hear you. I don't know if it's my headphones. All right, I don't hear anything. Hold on, I might have you muted. Let me see what's going on with my participants. No. All right, I just muted you. Unmute yourself. I just muted you. Maybe if you unmute yourself. Ice, can you hear me? All right, now talk.
I'm here.
All right, there you go. Now, what were you saying?
Yes, you can.
What were you saying?
No, I don't know what I was saying. You know, I got brain freeze. Brain freeze.
Coming from somebody who can freestyle like that, stop it.
You know, ice water, brain freeze. I am ice. So I got brain freeze.
All right. So, well, we're going to wrap this up soon. I just wanted to, Donald Trump being at his parties seems more likely than ever that strange things was going on. I wonder if Uncle Luke partied with Diddy.
Well, Two Live Crew.
Yeah, they gave it up. They gave it up.
And
Uncle Luke was the man.
I've heard some crazy stuff what happened on stage too. I'd have to say that to the next show.
Read my mind. Now we got a story to tell. I didn't think we was going to get to talk more about Diddy until October 3rd.
Right.
But I'm getting more information about that Kim Porter book.
Right.
So we're definitely going to be talking more about that.
Mm-hmm.
Puffy the Puffy thing keeps going. I don't know if he's going to get pardoned. I don't think he's going to get 20 years.
I don't think nobody does. Nobody.
You think he's going to get out, but you think he's going to be out of jail within the next 2 years yourself?
Yes, I do.
I concur, my friend.
He is not.
With that, I'm getting ready to get. What's up? Talk to me.
He is not a hard convict. No, he's not. So this time that he's doing should shake his brain and make him like, I gotta stop playing when I'm not. And that's what some people that are not like that need. Give them a little time like this, trust me, they'll never do it again. And I think he's at that point. Because remember, he went to high school, college. He didn't want to be on the other side. So after this little time, I think he'll be straight.
You think he's going to have his act together because he's never going to want to go through this again?
That's right. I think he'll.
Logical to me.
If I have parties, it's going to be private parties with me and honey girl. That's it. We can have it for all y'all, but I'll be with honey girl.
You think he's going to slow down and stop doing freak offs, hotel nights, whatever he wanted to call it?
I think so.
You think They all do that, so it's hard for me to imagine he's going to stop while everybody else is still going. I think that if he behaves himself, I don't think he'll get in no more trouble for it.
I think
But I might be wrong.
I think he just has to learn how to deal with it in a different way. That's the best way. Because when I went to jail for something I didn't do, I did 2 years for something I didn't do. I didn't go back to doing stupid stuff. My whole mind state changed. So I know his mind state has changed because he went through it. He's not
That's
the
something
same
I
person.
can't speak about with experience.
He's not the same person he was when he walked through that door. He's not. A lot of things happened and he witnessed them. So when he comes out, he's gonna be smart. He's gonna be smart.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna wrap up. Diddy is going to be a smarter man. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, subscribe, become part of the critical thinking community. We talk about these new subjects. We do a lot of stuff on what's happening globally with Trump, federally, nationally, and we've been touching state and local levels. We'll be covering other big trials, but this one shook the nation. We had to start here. We'll keep you up to date with everything going on. I thank you for coming out. That's Ice Water, formerly of the Nubian Mob. Check out his album. Give him some love. My name is Leo. Thank you for coming and signing out.
All
As soon
the
as I
way,
figure out how.